tell us what's going on. You know, we had good talks before the season how the special teams should be improved, and the return area is still a problem.
Oh man,
What's the problem?
I mean, it's obviously you go back. I think any time that you're doing a football team, you always want to make sure you point yourself, your finger at yourself first, and then the system and the players. And I think number one, we've switched guys to find out what is the right combination, and we haven't found that. But I mean, I think there's still some things coaching-wise that we've got to do to keep these kids moving in the right direction. And number one's gonna have to start with just making sure you field the ball. Every time the ball hits the ground, you just lessen your chances of winning. And obviously we had a few muffed punts. We've fumbled and turned the ball over in critical games and critical situations. In the field position there, and so the return game is obviously not at the par. The coverage units are doing a great job. We're kicking the ball off extremely well and keeping that ball pinned inside the 25-yard line, and the punt team's doing a great job with the net punt average. So we're doing the things from the kicking side of it. Just the return side obviously is
well, the return side was terrible before.
Yeah, I mean,
and it hasn't seemed to.
The numbers, the numbers.
Is it? And the head coach talked about blocking and space. Is that a weakness of this ball club, and is that part of the overall problem?
Well, I think you'd really have to point, if you went back to all the 12 games played last year, plus obviously the bowl game, and then the games you played this year, that you're saying open field blocking, because that's what punt return, kickoff return involves, is a weakness. And boy, I tell you, we spent enough time in this last spring. We spent enough time in August to work on those areas and get a body and a body, and making sure that if I'm assigned to block you, that I'm gonna get you blocked. And the one thing that's happened to us in the return game is just like offense and defense, it takes 11 guys to play. And if 10 guys do it right and one guy does it wrong, it can screw the whole play up. And I'm telling you, you can go back and watch the video clips of our returns. I mean, it's just always one guy, and it's not the same guy. One play it's the right guard, then the left play it's the left guard, and then the next play it's the right end, and the next time it's the left blocker. I mean, it's always just like one guy, blew an assignment or just didn't get his guy blocked, which causes the issue the ball not returned out to the green grass.
Is this symptomatic of the whole team? I mean, you got guys from first units, don't you, on the special team?
Well, I mean, we do have some, because we're always requiring making sure that we at least have, a starter has to play at least one special teams unit, so he might be on the coverage units. But, yeah, I mean, number one, if you want to look at, what's happened the last X number of weeks with what's happened with the offense and defense special teams, it's all, bottom line is that, got to improve. We've got to keep working hard. And I think today is very evident. We go out today in practice, and the kids work hard, which is always a good sight to see, that when you're into the late October, the kids are still giving effort and paying attention and working hard, and that's always a positive, now at this point in the season.
Are you optimistic about being able to improve the returns?
Well, sure. I mean, every day. I mean, and that's why I've been losing weight. The best diet plan in the world is come coach, special teams here at Illinois. You lose weight, but I think number one, we're spending time. We're giving it some due diligence. The problem is it's not showing up in the results, and that is the bottom line. Saturdays is what counts. Doesn't matter what you do on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. That is preparation, but Saturday is the bottom line, and right now the bottom line is we're struggling.
Who'll be back there at Ohio State?
Well, we had really open tryouts yesterday and today.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, we're talking about in the returners.
Yeah.
We told them in our Sunday meeting that, hey, listen, we're going to put some of you guys have been back there doing the reps and practice throughout the season. I mean, it's now open season for you guys to find out who is going to return to punt, who's going to return to kickoff. So that's what we did yesterday, and that's what we did again today.